Hi, my name is Young Noodle, and today we're going to be doing a video on why you may be dying almost every single raid in Escape from Tarkov. Whether you're a new player or whether you're someone who's been playing a while and you're just stuck in a rut and continuously dying almost every raid, whether you're doing quests or whether you're just trying to play the game normally, I wanted to give a few tips and tricks that I consider very, very helpful to help you get through every raid and get to that extraction point. Now, to keep it short and simple, this is not going to be a guide on how to win every single PvP fight or what you need to do to fight against other players. This is just going to be a general 50-50 on what you need to do to survive. Now, one of the biggest things that you can do to help you in every raid in Escape from Tarkov is having your setup and having your sensitivity, your keybinds and everything in the most comfortable way that you can have possible. And what I mean by that is sitting in maybe an offline raid or two and flicking your mouse and making sure that your sensitivity hits points that you want to hit. So if you're aiming directly straight and you see a sign to your right, try flicking your mouse to the right and see if you directly pinpoint on that sign. If you don't do it consistently, or at least getting close to it, then you're going to want to keep adjusting your sensitivity on your mouse until you get to that comfort point, because there are going to be times that you need to flick to aim, you need to aim at something very quickly, and you don't want your mouse to go somewhere where you don't want it to go, and then you're having to overcorrect or undercorrect for fighting, and by the time you're doing that, you're going to be dead. And this is for bosses, scavs, players, it doesn't matter. You want to be quick with it. But you also want to be comfortable on your setup, and that means having a very comfortable chair, a comfortable armrest, a comfortable mouse pad, mouse, and everything. Not everybody is fortunate enough to be able to pick everything on their setup. Sometimes we have to deal with what we have, but you want to try to make the most of it. Angle things a certain way, have your mic not in your face, have a certain type of like mouse pad. For me, I like cloth mouse pads, so I use a very big one because that's what I'm most comfortable with. And try different things like playing with your arm instead of your wrist, or vice versa, depending on how your aim is. You just want to be comfortable because you don't want to feel like you're struggling to fight against your own body when you're fighting other players and other items in the raid. Another thing that's going to help you survive every raid very, 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 very much is map and game awareness. Now, this isn't just knowing the maps and stuff like that. Obviously, you want to know the extractions, and if you're new to the game and you don't know the extractions or where to go, you might want to pull up a map on the second screen just to have an idea of where you're going. But not only that, as you play, you want to pay attention to where players are, especially during the wipe and as the wipe progresses. You're going to want to know what quests people are doing, where people are going to be. Are you starting early wipe and everybody's going to be at pocket watch or doing pistol kills or or are you starting late wipe and everybody's just going around collecting items and doing weird PvP quests where they got to get kills with certain weapons? So you kind of want to judge based on where you are in wipe and where you are on the map. Keep an eye out for where certain quests are. Keep an eye out for where you've spawned and where another spawn may be. You want to pay attention to that and kind of learn that, because as you do that, you'll be able to anticipate players better, and either A, you want to go for fights for your quests, or B, avoid them. And this is the next big thing. A lot of people make this mistake, and a lot of people play the game and then wonder why they die all the time, and it's a very, very small thing, but running everywhere. Stop running everywhere. You don't need to crouch walk, you don't need to like slow walk everywhere, but just walk through most of the raid. This is going to help you survive, and I mean it like crazy. Walk. A lot of people won't even hear you coming. You'll spot people before they spot you because everybody's always sprinting to do everything and do their quests. Only sprint when you really need to. Try and just walk around the raid. Pay attention to what's going on. Notice and hear things. Follow shots or avoid shots, whatever you're trying to do, but don't sprint everywhere. Sprinting is the loudest thing that you can do, and it's going to let everybody know that you're coming. But not only that, sometimes you don't want to be the first person at every place. Sometimes it's good to let the other players loot and kill them and just let them loot for you. You don't want to be first everywhere that you go, because then one, everybody's going to know that you're there, and two, if it's a hot spot for a quest or something like that, it's very, very likely that you're going to get killed while you're doing it to someone who maybe spawned a little bit further but is also doing the same thing. Now, lastly, this is one that I'm obviously going to include in this video, but I think a lot of people already know this, but I'm going to try and add my own little spin on it. Ammo is always very important. The penetration values, the damage values to flesh and armor, you're going to want to know that. I'm gonna have a little link in the description of an ammo guide that will tell you which is the best ammo to use, and for your situation, maybe you want to budget and use a medium tier ammo, maybe you want to use something very expensive, and obviously it's up to you what you want to use, but be aware of what you're using. Don't use a really terrible ammo or tracer ammo that's going to give away your position and then wonder why you're not getting kills. Oh, his buddy's back. Yo, do we do no Russian? A kill for each of us. Yeah, kill for each of us. Come on. Who are you gonna take?
I'm taking buddy with a Santa hat.
All right, tell me when.
Just go for it. Okay,
Trey?
I fucked. I flopped. Kill him.
So did I.
I got one.
I'm hurt. But the other thing that I was going to mention, your gun build is just as important. A lot of people say that ammo is the most important thing, and it is, but having a comfortable gun that you are comfortable fighting with is also the other thing that you really need to pay attention to. If you're comfortable the entire wipe running an SKS with a suppressor and your favorite scope, do it. Stop watching guides of what the best meta build is and stuff like that, because it might be the best meta build for a player who's had thousands of hours and knows what they're doing, but for someone hopping into the game, maybe, like I said, that SKS, or I don't know, a pistol like a 5.7 might go for you. Maybe it's something that you like playing with and you're comfortable with and you get the most kills with because your playstyle works with that gun. So try meta builds if you want, but my suggestion is to play around, find something that you actually like, and comfort is the biggest thing. The number one thing that is going to keep you alive in every raid is comfort, and basically being okay in your own setup with the gun that you're using and just taking your time per raid. That is the biggest thing that I can tell you. This is not going to be something that gets you a 100% survival rate, but hopefully it gives you an advantage compared to what you were doing before, especially if you're a new player. So I appreciate everybody that watched. Make sure to like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.